Daytona International Speedway virtually on iRacing. We are here for round number 3 of this LSRL Grid Finder Xfinity Series here on the Captain Esports Network. We welcome you in as we get ready to go racing for 68 laps and 170 miles at the world's center of racing. I am the captain. We welcome you in on this Tuesday evening, and I hope you had a great afternoon so far as we get ready for flag-to-flag coverage of this very fun event here at the virtual Daytona International Speedway, known as the Grid Finder Daytona 170. Take a look at the weather. It is 78 degrees, perfect temp, 108 on the track, 56% humidity, winds out of the north at 2 miles an hour, and no sign of rain anywhere in the iRacing globe. But yes, so definitely some great news there. Going to be a very, very interesting race here this evening as we take a look at the point standings. Got those for you, and we're actually working on a graphic right now from a friend of mine. We did not get it done in time, but Cameron Hearn leads right now by 6 over Dylan Reed, Brandon Sheets, Ira Kohlhaas, Jason Dalton, and Mark Brunkamp is your top 6. Adam Brady jumped up to 7th in points with that big finish last week in the race at the Michigan Speedway, virtual Michigan Speedway. Landon Quisenberry, Seth Ryder, Justin Wilson, your top 10 in the points. You see the cars starting to grid behind you, behind the graphic there on the screen, and we are getting ready to do some racing here as we have our one heat race that's about to take place, and we will go green for the 68 lap feature coming up here in just a few minutes. Once again, hopefully you've enjoyed the Tuesday evening of yours. It's been a long afternoon. If you were one that was like, well, wait, where was the captain earlier tonight for the other broadcast? Let me just go ahead and admit, I just walked in the door from work about 20 minutes ago. So it's been, like I said, when I say it's been a long day, it's been a long day. But needless to say, we're here, and we should be in line for some great racing here on the Captain Esports Network. And, yeah, we're going to see some side-by-side action, some drafting, and so much more. But right now we're going to go down to the track as we have our starting lineup for the race itself. And first, let's take a look at the pole award winner, Ira Kohlhaas, the 29 car. Put a cap on that pole award, Ira, 50.613 seconds. So great job to Ira on winning the pole for tonight's event here at the virtual Daytona International Speedway, brought to you by Put a Cap on It. Starting lineup for the race, you see Ira Kohlhaas on the pole as these cars roll out onto the track here as they're right there on the turn 1 and 2 banking of the track. Justin Wilson, Brian Sutphin going to start in row 2. Row 3, Jason Dalton, Samuel Fontaine, Joseph Murata, and Robbie Buckner. They'll start in row number 4. Row 5, Adam Brady, Joe Owen, Anthony Giuliano, and Cade Ferguson. We got an onboard camera with Cade tonight. We'll show that off. Brandon Thornhill, Leonard DeFrost, Brogan Pickett Norris, and Brandon Ayers. There in row number 8. Row 9, Dylan Reed, Dale Lee, Keith Bouchard, Matt Telder. Cameron Hearn, the first 2 races, he's won them both. He'll start 21st alongside Chris Harvey. And the final row, Andy Bragani and Anthony McInturf. Going to be the 26 cars that will set the field tonight here in the heat race. Of course, how this goes, 8 laps, kind of gets the rust off of them. And then the main event and how they finish tonight will be how they start the main event of this race here. So just a little warm-up, I guess you'll call this here, as they come off of turn number 4. And as I said, it will be all of 8 laps to get this in the books. Pace car pulls off. And this is Daytona, and this is heat racing, and this is the Captain Esports Network in the Light Speed Racing League. Right off the bat, that inside line starting to get a move on here. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. It's Kohlhaas. He's got help from Justin Wilson at purple number 58. Jason Dalton to the inside himself, and that 73. He's got his teammate up there on the high side to 22, that plain white car. That is Fontaine, as these guys weave a little bit back and forth. In lap number 1, that goes to the 29. Yes, as always, we have our track games for Gourmet here for you tonight, of course, for you to enjoy. Check out trackcams22.com for all your needs as you see the 75 Quisenberry working at high side. You see the black and orange KJG2 car. And we got a wreck in the back. And a big one has struck. No cautions are out in this race, so you're pretty much going here and trying to get what you can get. You see the 17 involved, the 42 getting towed. A big wreck here. Dylan Reed going to work his way through. Giuliano involved, the 48. Let's see if we can get a quick view of it really quick as Kohlhaas leads this thing. See it happening up ahead. 2 cars into the wall hard. You see just everybody piles in. Ooh, hard lick for Cameron Hearn. And a couple cars make it through there, but not many after that. Let's look at it one more time here on the replay. Down the back straightaway they go. There 3 wide up the middle. Giuliano. Oh, and he gets in the back of the 48 and into the wall they go. The 42's trying to save it, and one car goes flying, almost somersaults. And that's what caused that wreck when it's over with. So, unfortunate deal there, but we do move on, of course, as there are no cautions in a heat race. As you see, Quisenberry up to the front. Oh, getting a little tight there on the bottom is Kohlhaas here, and he's got the 58 of Wilson trying to help him out down there on the bottom. As we're down to all of 9 cars in this lead pack. Turn 4, you see Brian Sutphin now up to the 2nd position as they race hard. Outside line starting to form up a little bit there. There's the 22. You got the 94, the 9, we'll call him, of Buckner on that high side himself right now. 3 laps to go. Oh, into the wall goes Sutphin. I did not see what happened out of the corner of my eye there, but some contact or something, and Sutphin off the pace. And they come to 2 laps to go with Kohlhaas leading. And 94 moving up the track there. And look at 3 wide up the middle comes Wilson. Help from Brady. as they're going to come to see the white flag this time by Murata, trying to help on the high side. You see them getting very tight off the bottom. Very easy to do in turn 4. White flag, final lap of the heat race. Who will start P1? Side by side, 4 cars on the outside, 3 on the inside. Justin Wilson going to push out to the front. Does Brady make a move? Wilson gets contact and saves it. The 5's going to go around. 3 wide coming for the win. And that round goes to 77. And by default, it will be Logan Quisenberry winning the heat race at Daytona in a wild one. Koha second, Wilson third, and Buckner fourth with Murata fifth. Well, that's a preview of what's coming up later. All right, so we will move on to the main event here. And, of course, they will start by how they finished in the heat race. So you'll see the grid over here on the left-hand side of the screen. We're actually going to reset it really quickly. And as we do that, sorry about that, guys. It's one of those deals where I hit the scene button accidentally and it swapped over to my other broadcasts and stuff like that, so forgive me for that. But you see the cars down there on the grid. Of course, Logan Quisenberry winning the heat race. Let me see if I can get a quick word with him before we go to the green flag here. And Logan joins us. Logan, man, what a way to finish. I'm not in the broadcast booth. I'm in the main lobby. Let me move Logan. There we go. Let's move myself down here to you. Logan, Landon, what a way to go out there and win that first heat race. Can you do it again in 68 laps?
Not really sure. You know, Daytona's a little bit unpredictable. I mean, a lot of, skill does come down to the end of these races, but it's just being smart and having luck on your side. So I may have won the heat race, but honestly, I kind of just know it's going to be really racy at the beginning, and I'm probably going to end up dipping out in one of the first few laps and just drop to the back and ride. But it worked out for me, put me in a good position last time we were to play race at Talladega, so hopefully I can get to the same spot and this time execute the last lap right and be able to hopefully park in a victory lane.
Yeah, that would be awesome to see tonight, man. Well, best of luck to you as you come to the green flag here. You got yourself one win already. Let's see if you can get another.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hope to talk to you later.
Sounds good. Landon Quisenberry, of course, joining us this evening. And let's get him back to his room. Which channel were you in again?
Water Graphics.
Thank you. I'm still learning. But as I mentioned, 68 laps, 170 miles around this 2.5-mile track. Pace car gonna pull off and come to the green flag here at Daytona. Let's go race it and see who can win at the World Center of Racing. And of course, this is the first lap of the race, brought to you by Sim Speed Shop, specializes in custom sim racing hardware. Sim Speed Shops manufacturing sim racing hardware. Of course, utilizing the best components available, as well as mixing in real-life racing components when available. Customize your hardware and rig today. SimSpeedShop.com, as everybody goes to the back, including your technically pole sitter. One car bouncing off the wall already as they go through turn 3 and 4. And it will be Justin Wilson leading lap 1. So we had Quisenberry go to the back, Cade Ferguson go to the back, and a few others. And I mentioned Cade. Cade tonight going to be still getting used to this. There's Cade. So we ride with him. Has he got a water bottle in his hand? I couldn't tell there for a second, but that is our onboard camera tonight. Cade Ferguson in the 42. We'll be keeping an eye on him as he rides back here in the back, as Wilson bringing him around the lead, lap number 2. We'll talk to him here in a little bit if we get the opportunity to, as we will get competition cautions and so on and so forth. As we jump up front, the 9-car Buckner working the high side with Telder. Telder giving a little bit of a shove. Got to be very careful. These cars do not lock in the best of manners. So you got to be always careful, especially in these corners. If you hook them, it could be an issue. Side by side as they work their way up through the field. There's the 15, Cameron Hearn in the 18th position. Bergani already working up here, so a lot of these guys being patient, giving each other plenty of space here tonight. That's 4 laps in the books already. Keith Bouchard in that Rusty Wallace paint that he likes to run. Right on board with 10th position right now. Front still Wilson holding on. He's got Brady back there pushing the outside line, trying to form up a little bit. Now the 48's up there joining him of Joe Owen. You got the teammates back there in the KJD2 cars. It's on the 85 car. Got the 52 of Johnny Rapp back there. There's Hearn riding up here on the outside right now in the 12th position. Of course, when this first competition caution comes out, he will have to fall to the back and restart tail end Charlie. 7 laps in the books, and you see the high line coming to work. Here comes Robbie Buckner in the 94. As we always say, the drafted great equalizer. Anybody can win the race as long as they're on the lead lap. Speeds of about 190 miles an hour into the tri-oval, which is always a tricky part of the track. Telder going to take, oh, he's going to be patient, get back in line. I thought he was going to take him 3. Laps in, biggest movers came up 19 spots already. Joe Owen up 17. Telder already up 10 positions in this race. So obviously a lot of guys coming, a lot of guys going through the field. Brandon Thornhill back here. Andy Bergani, the Lamborghini car. You see the drones, they are out tonight again in Daytona thanks to TrackCams for Gourmet. Of course, TrackCams22.com. If you're looking for oval and road course and even the stadium truck rallycross cameras and stuff, you can always go to TrackCams22.com as you get the perspective here. Looking over Lake Lloyd. Down into turn 3. Telder wearing out the back bumper of that 9 so far as we're 9 laps in. Oh, easy. Telder and Fontana was getting together there. Close at the line, I think. Oh, and caution is out. Got trouble, or is this a competition caution? I believe this is a competition caution. I don't see any trouble on the track. Or did we have a spin back here? Dylan Reed looking to see some damage on any of these cars back here. I don't see any contact here, so it looks like what could have been an accident here, I think is okay in the end. So caution out for the first time. And what is going to be the competition caution at lap number 10. Pace car coming out of turn 2 here. Want to remind you, of course, the butt kicker products are silent subwoofers that deliver powerful inaudible bass through your couch and chair, so you can feel the crashes, racing engines, and special effects in your movies and games. You can use promo code LSRL for 20% off the Butt Kicker website. So again, LSRL for 20% off the Butt Kicker website. So they come off turn 4 here, and we will see who comes to pit road and who doesn't. And it looks like about half the field right now led by Justin Wilson. Brady stays out. Looks like Kohlhaas is going to stay out. Telder's going to stay out and take the track position. And a race off pit road, seeing the 64, looks like, with others. Coming off pit road first, Joe Owen and those guys. All coming off pit road, and we're going to step aside for a quick second. And we will get you more racing coming up here on the Captain Esports Network coverage of the Lite Speed Racing League.
Butt kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
We are at Daytona virtually here on iRacing as we watch Barney Fife Jr. the flagman, going to put the green flag out in the air as we are 14 laps in. Adam Brady, Ira Kohlhaas, Telder, Ayers, wrap your top five. You see the field starting to spread out just a little bit. Some cars going to fall to the back. Some cars working their way forward. As Telder working at high side with Kohlhaas pushing. I love that sound. Brady led that lap barely. As 52 said, I'm out. Let's check on our driver. I'm slowly working on the graphics, guys. I'm not at the smoothest yet. Of course, that is Cade Ferguson running in the 17th position. There he is. We ride with the Detroit roots. Must be a big Tigers fan there. And you see he's kind of hanging out back here with the 75 of Quisenberry, just watching that race up front. Being very careful here. Looks like you've got the OG 27 wheel there like I have. He's kind of falling back purposely here. Obviously not as many people in their draft, so because of that. Draft only consisting of about 15 cars right now in this lead pack. And Cameron Hearn right now is the guy trailing it here in the Blippy car. Ryan McCameron. You're kind of flipping the throttle, no pun intended there. Oh, one car jumping out of line there. Always kind of gets nervous when you see that kind of situation happen. So going to slide back up here on the track, get a little loose, got to hold on there. It's a 51. Everybody gives Ayers a lot of room, but that might not have been the best spot for him to jump out of line, even though he felt like it might have been the most comfortable move. Look up here, second car outside lane, Anthony Giuliano. Up here in the fourth position right now. Second car outside lane, trying to push the 48 of Owen. See that inside line, Brady going back to the front, showing that he's got a pretty sporty car this evening. The KJD2 cars right there behind them. Ooh, I thought Wilson was going to stick his nose in there. He decided to back out of it. Great racing here throughout the field. These guys side by side here. You got one car back there that's lost a draft. That is the before mentioned 51 car that I think was trying to get out of the draft and found his way out, but unfortunately now is all by himself. Then you got this line of traffic back here being led by Brogan, Pickett, Norris. Buckner's back here, Quisenberry, Ferguson, Murata. Leonard Frost is back here in the 11 car. Dylan Ree, Chris Harvey, McIntyre, and Johnny Rapp has unfortunately lost the whole entire draft. Tomorrow night we'll do it all over again in the Wilder Graphics Cup Series. The next gen car will be on the track here at Daytona. Oh, you cannot be hesitant. Joe Owen about got turned. Oh, now 3-1. Giuliano kind of put himself in a bad spot, but he's going to make up for it, and he'll be right there in the 6th spot. That was almost bad. Oh, Ira Kolas getting a little loose in the tri-oval. Not hard to do. You got to remember, the tri-oval's 18 degrees of banking. At this kind of speed, your car feels very light. Brady jumping out of line to go up there and pick up Kohlhaas. These two have been working together a lot. Wilson and Giuliano there. Three laps complete. One of the cool features you can get on the TrackCams22.com website is a fan cam package on some of the tracks, including here at Daytona, where you can actually kind of sit in the seats and kind of get the fans' view of a race here at Daytona. Like if you're sitting on the RV or something here in turn 3. You see Wilson shooting the middle there in the 29 here. If you're sitting in the De Palma section, I believe this is, of Daytona, if it's still the same names. Kohlhaas, Bouchard, the 85 of Chris Hahn, all part of this battle and this draft right now of 13 cars. Oh, Giuliano in the wall, and everybody avoids him. Got very tight off turn 4 there, and unfortunately caught the wall as he's going to try to get up to speed here, and hopefully not too much. Caution's out. And this will be the second competition caution, I believe, here at lap 25. I haven't seen any incidents yet on track. Is everybody going to check up for the pace car that is, well, drafting itself here up to the front. Side draft there, side draft. Well, that's more than a side draft. And we should see the leaders come to pit road again. Of course, Grid Finder is home of online racing communities. You can browse hundreds of league racing on all gaming platforms across every racing sim every day of the week across the globe. You can browse to 1,000 leagues racing on iRacing, Assetto Corsa, and ACC, R-Factor, F1 2020, and more. If you're looking for a commentator and streamer for the racing broadcast or a design for your next livery, Grid Finder has it all right there in one place. You can get the talent there. If you run a sim racing league, you can upload your community to Grid Finder so more like-minded sim racers can find you. It is quick and easy, and best of all, it is free. Race off pit road. 48 of Joe Owen going to get it. Sutphin, the 48 of Owen. And Cade Ferguson. Who runs right now and the 4th position. So he's looking pretty sporty here. He's been kind of riding a little bit. And this is going to be our chance right here to talk to the driver of the 42. Let's go on board with him and let's drag him up here to the channel. As you see him watching us here this evening. And racing also. Hey, Cade Ferguson, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're watching you there. You look pretty focused, a little tensed up there. How's it feeling there being on camera in front of all these viewers and racing with your G27 wheel and everything there?
It's pretty good. Only complaint I've had so far this race is I completely missed my pit box coming out of pit road, so giving up precious track position. But for the most part, it's just gonna be avoiding that big wreck.
That's a unique microphone there. What kind of headset you got there?
It is a HyperX. I'm not exactly sure what the rest of it's called.
You has the racing seat there, I see also?
Yes.
Awesome there, man. Yeah, I know you're pretty focused. You're coming back to pit road. You've been kind of riding in the back a little bit. Is that all part of the plan?
Oh yeah. After being involved in the wreck in the sprint and many practice laps, there's no need to stay up front.
Very nice, man. Well, you look focused. We appreciate you sharing your camera here tonight with us, and well, we wish you the best. And who knows, maybe you could bring in a new streak or something to us and be the guy that goes to victory lane with the camera.
Let's hope.
All right, man. Best of luck to you, Cade.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Cade Ferguson, he's gotten the camera there for us. And last week it was Anthony Giuliano, and tonight it is Cade Ferguson who has that. We'll move him down out of the channel here in just a second. As I adjust a couple things here real quick. Cade, what channel are you in?
I was in the Wilder Graphics.
Thank you. We should be coming to green here in just a second. Matter of fact, you're coming out of turn 4 right now. I think this is a great time for the pace car to pull off the track. And let's do a Daytona version of the Captain Esports. Turn it up. Let's go. I took a chance and the caution came out. I don't know what it is about that segment. It seems to always happen to me, but we have a wreck. And it looks like Keith Bouchard involved, Brian Sutphin amongst others. And some heavy damage on these cars, so the first caution out. And it looks like it happens up here near the front. Let's see. We can find out what happened here. I get the cameras cooperate with me here. A lot of cars involved. I'm big time confused here. I'm trying to get the replay here, and it's not working for me now. There's the caution out. Forgive me here as I'm trying to get this figured out. See what happens. I stepped away real quickly. I tried to take advantage of this segment to go get a quick drink real quickly because I hadn't had a chance to do so. I couldn't pull it off. It backfired on me majorly. Lesson here in broadcasting. Don't walk away from the monitor. Never. Let me see if I can actually get to the replay here. So give me a second. Here we go. Happens up near the front. Brian Sutphin was involved in it. Oh, contact. Oh, Sutphin hard into the wall. Fontaine gets a piece. Sutphin's ended up on his lid. Wilson net coach through it. Oh, Giuliano gets a piece. Quisenberry involved. We'll call this a mini big one. How's that? We got it one more time here. Right here near the halfway point. It looks like, if I saw that right, the 64 kind of got put in an awkward spot there. Brady gets a piece of it also. Add him to the list. Cameron Hearn goes through the grass. This brings the first actual caution out for a wreck. Let's go on board with Grew here in the 22. Oh, right there to contact with Telder. The first caution out, you see Fontaine on pit road. Telder going to stay out here and be in the lead as they're going to come to the green flag here at lap 34. I'm starting to wonder if there is a some kind of jinx against my turn it up segment. Went clean and green for the first two runs of the race, and I'm like, hey, let's try it here, and they wreck. So as we come to the green flag, let's take a look at the race summary so far. 3 cautions for 9 laps. Dalton, your leader, 26 drivers started the race. Fastest lap to Joe Owen at a 46.8. And, of course, that brought to you by Track Time Entertainment. And if you're looking for custom driving simulators for the virtual racing community, they manufacture their simulators in Texas using U.S. extruded aluminum. You visit Track Time Entertainment on Facebook for all your sim rig needs and a full lineup of their products proudly made in the USA as we go back to green. Should I dare try it again? Why not? This time I'm not moving. So you see Cameron Hearn jumping out of the pack as Johnny Rapp to the front. Johnny just a little bit ago had lost the whole entire draft in the Turtle Beach car, and now that Camaro sits up there P1 right now with help from Wilson, Owen, Dalton, Buckner, Brogan, Pickett, Norris. A bunch of names starting to show up here in the front that we have not really said their names all night. Mention Pickett, Norris, Brandon Ayers back up here, Leonard Frost in the 11 car. He's up here in this lead pack now. You saw us on board with McInturf a minute ago. One car blinking out a little bit there. I think that was the 11 of Frost. So we got 2 packs of cars back here. The one guy we haven't said all night, he has been hanging back here at the tail end of the field. Dylan Reed, the 39 car, has kind of been sleeping back here a little bit in this Rowdy car. He could be somebody that pops up there later in this race. Drivers will have to make one more pit stop if it stays green. Of course, with the 70% fuel in this series. Of course, the pushing and shoving and stuff that you can do down the straightaways, you got to be very careful with it, though, because some of these noses do not line up with the back bumpers of these cars, which means you could easily spin one out. As Owen and Rapp continue side by side. Here, Joseph Murata, the 14th place car. Want to give Joe a shout out. Last night, you might have watched it on the Captain Esports Network, but you might have caught the Nora Truck Series playoff race last night here on the Captain Esports Network, and I want to give Joe a shout out as he helped out some friends in the league. Last night, he actually sent Josh and the guys from the league over to me to help broadcast their race. It was a pleasure to do it last night, so I want to give Joe a shout out for helping them out and allowing us to be a part of that last night. I'm all about helping out the community and stuff like that of iRacing. And big shout out to Joe there in the Wildwood Graphics. Pretty cool pictures, by the way, too. Number 5. So thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. And I'm sure Josh appreciates it also. We're 41 laps in of the 68 lap Grid Finder Daytona 170, and we are going to step away for a quick second, and we're going to go side by side as you're watching the Captain Esports Network here from Daytona.
Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL LSRL for 20% off.
Back we are at the Daytona International Speedway, virtually on iRacing and on the Captain Esports Network. 44 laps in, 24 laps to go. In what has been a wild race here this evening. Only one wreck so far in this race. Other cautions have been the competition ones. So obviously plenty of cars still in the running to win this race. We got two different packs. We got one pack up here in the front consisting of about 11 cars. The rest of them, oh, now caution is out. The leaders. Leaders are wrecking. Right on cue, I guess. Looking for it here. Oh, Cameron Hearn's involved. Cameron Hearn and the Blippy car involved at least. See if we can see what brings out this caution. As Brady was just coming off of pit road, it looks like John Brady was coming off pit road as the camera cut to him as I was doing the swipe there. Let's see. One car blinking up front there. That was the 52. Cameron Hearn's win streak going to end at 2, it looks like, here to start the season. Oh, the 52 gets hooked. Telder gets a piece. Johnny Rapp. Oh, and then he clobbers Cameron Hearn. So actually, it turns out to be only a 2-car incident. See what happens again here. Definitely a bump draft gone wrong here, it looks like. As they're pushing down the back straightaway here. 58 gets to the back. Oh, yeah, he's just on the right rear of him. Dalton gets a piece of it also. Sam Fontaine going to the grass, and then you're going to see Cameron Hearn come in here. Bam. And now we got the leaders coming to pit road here. And it looks like Joe Owen's going to win this race off pit road. Ayers and Intelder going to be third. Joe Owen, who has been pretty sporty here this evening. 21 laps to go here again tomorrow night. We'll be back for the Wilder Graphics Cup Series and the next gen cars here at the Daytona International Speedway virtually. That should be a pretty wild race in itself. We'll have it for you at 8:30 Eastern time tomorrow night on the Captain Esports Network. So we're going to go back green here. 20 laps to go. The 48, the 51 of Ayers, Telder, Dalton, Fontaine, and Brigante going to be the top 5 here. And, of course, the $1 million question I like to ask at this moment in the broadcast. Are we done wrecking? Hey, check out Wilder Graphics. They do provide the best iRacing paints and liveries around. You can check them out today on Facebook. Take a ride on the wild side with Wilder Graphics. Pace car pulls off, and here we go, back to racing with Joe Owen leading this thing. Can Owen take that Dale Jr. Superman paint to victory lane? That'd be fitting. Question is, do we still see some cars lay back, or is it time to go forward? Now watch out for that apron there. Tyler getting that push from the 51 into the lead. They're not sure if he led that lap or not. There's an elevator move. Brandon Thornhill making an appearance up here in the top 10 now in the 68 car. Haven't said his name all night. Well, welcome back to Robbie Buckner, who was up here in the top 10 a little bit ago. Oh, 3 wide on the bottom. Brigante getting a little tight. Oh, 51's getting loose. Had to check up. Great save by everybody. And Teller out there with no help on the outside. And look at the front. Andy Brigante going to the front with Brandon Thornhill. Everybody's starting to get closer and closer. The pack, the moves. No more give, a lot more take. Single file line back here. Somebody's in the wall. I heard that. Here we go. They're wrecking. 51 down in the grass. No caution yet. Everybody's straight, it looks like. And then somebody just grenaded a motor. That's the 11 car. No caution. We stay green. Dalton has no front end. There's the front group here together, and then everybody else is pretty spread out now. Let's see if we can go back and see what just transpired here. We were on a camera, and all of a sudden I heard a smack of the wall here. Oh, some net code. Regani gets turned up into the wall with Ayers and Telder. So Fontaine leads that second pack now. It has fallen back a lot. Some 6 seconds back is, not sure if it's a damage thing or if they're trying to get organized here, but that front pack is pretty organized and they're just stretching it now. Got about 4 cars, about 7 seconds back, and then you got another pack of cars in this line. Now if these guys can get tandemed up with that other pack of cars, they might be able to haul the leaders back in. The Tennessee Shine Company 97. You see Jason Dalton in a modified now. Ooh, easy. I think we lost our onboard camera. I was gonna go on board there, but we aren't able to. We'll go back to our shot. Cade Ferguson, a lot of pressure on him right now, so he's just gonna turn the camera off and focus himself here. So nothing wrong with that. So as you see the pack coming together into one now, and the question is, and I can already see the answer is yes. And the reason how I can tell, let's move up here to Logie Quisenberry and let's watch the position battle here and watch that number just drop. This race is far from over as we come to 12 laps to go. In this Grid Finder Daytona 170, race number 3 of this Grid Finder Xfinity Series in the Lightspeed Racing League. There is your lead pack of 4. Of course, the 13 went a little bit of right rear damage after net coating up into the wall there. Last time by, Quisenberry's pack was about 0.8 of a second faster than Joe Owens' pack. Who's going to be the second driver to go to victory lane this season? Of course, Cameron Hearn won the first 2 races, but he is out of this race tonight. And it looks like we'll finish 23rd on the evening. So who goes to victory lane tonight? Will it be Owen? Will it be Thornhill? Will it be Buckner? Or will it be somebody in the second pack that's catching the first pack? We ride with Quisenberry. Just riding down that yellow line, doing what he has to do. You can see Ferguson back there pushing him. So next week on the schedule, it will be the Darlington Raceway, the track too tough to tame, the Lady in Black, the virtual Darlington Raceway next Tuesday night here for the Grid Finder Xfinity Series. You can catch the action at 8:30 Eastern Time here on the Captain Esports Network. Of course, the next-gen cars will be there also on Wednesday. Tomorrow night, the Water Graphics Next Gen Cup Series will be in action here at Daytona. Join us at 8:30 as always. We'll have it for you live. So the lead down to 4.7 seconds from the front four to the second pack, as they come roaring. Now, once they get to within about a second and a half, that is when the draft of that front pack will start to kick in, and they'll really start catching. And at that point, you got to worry about the run coming. Check out the drone camera. You know what, that lap actually, the front pack pulled away from the second pack. So, not sure if maybe from Ferguson backing off a little bit to catch some air or something there, but they lost a little bit of time that time by. The leaders of 47.9, the rest of the field 48s. Wonder if the 42 got too hot. Now in that situation, what might be the smarter thing for the 42 to do is push until you do get hot, and then jump out of line and follow the back and let the next car get up there and push. But easier said than done, obviously. That's why I'm the broadcaster now, not a racer much. That time by, they were about 6/10 faster, so got 5 laps to go. Do they have enough time to get to them? Oh, and another factor here, look up here, lap cars. Believe it or not, they will help the draft a little bit. See if these guys move to the high side to let these guys go around. The 77 of Adam Brady there, part of them. Five laps to go. Down to 4 seconds. You see a little bit of a separation now between the front four. 51 jumps out of the way. You see the 2 packs right up there on the screen. Oh, I don't know if that was the right time to go side by side. Oh, this is going to get tight. This is really going to help the second pack. Oh, look out, almost some contact. One thing you always hear about in racing is situational awareness, and unfortunately, I think that wasn't the case there. And here they come. If I was able to play real music, I'd play the Jaws theme right now. Do they have enough time to get to him? As Justin Wilson joins the pack now, but he is a lap down in the 15th position. 3 laps to go. It is down to 2.3 seconds now. And this pack's really spread out now. So Quisenberry officially now can get the draft off the front cars, down to a second and a half. That third pack back here has gone side by side. That's what lost them the draft. As here comes the outside with Brigani with help from the lap car of the 58 of Wilson. Look at that, Quisenberry, the fastest lap of the race. Go figure, in the draft as you're catching the pack at full speed. Here comes the momentum. Quisenberry to the outside, Owens on the bottom. Oh boy, seatbelts on, boys. This is going to be a wild 2.5 miles. A little bit of smoke in the back. Not sure where that came from. Somebody might have blown up or something, but final lap, 3 wide in the tri-oval. Oh, door banging is Pagani into Owens. Everybody saves it. Owen protecting the bottom line. Bergani's in the middle. Quisenberry's up top, and I think the outside line's got to run. Oh, 42's in the wall off Bergani. As they pass the lap car, some contact, more contact. 68 goes around, coming to the line. Joe Owen is your winner at Daytona. Owen definitely showed him tonight as he, I believe, led the most laps. Kept his car clean and up in the front, and the 48 prevails, ironically, in a Superman Dale Jr. paint. And Quisenberry falls 1 spot short. Bergani third, Fontaine fourth, Robbie Buckner your top 5. Oh, and Bergani runs over Owen there. We're just getting in the camera shot for the top 3. There's your top 5. We show the results as they do the top 3 photo. Oh, and your winner, Quisenberry second, Bergani, Fontaine, and Buckner fifth. Harvey finishes sixth, Joseph Morana seventh, Cade Ferguson after going up into the wall finishes eighth, Dylan Reed and Brogan Pickett Norris finishing in the top 10, 11th through 20th. Chris Hahn, Ira Kohlhaas, Brandon Thornhill, Anthony McInturf, Justin Wilson finishing a lap down there. Adam Brady, Jason Dalton, Dale Lee, Brandon Ayers, Johnny Rapp finishing in the 20th position. 21st, Telder. 21st, Leonard Frost, Cameron Hearn. 23rd, Anthony Giuliano in the 24th position. Sutphin and Bouchard, your 26 racers in tonight's broadcast. As we will jump up here and talk with the winner of the race this evening. And got to see if Joe is in here yet. He's not made it to the channel. Actually, we're going to talk with the third place car first. And that there was Briganti. There's Andy over in the Wilder Graphics car. Painter in the channel there as Andy joins us this evening. Andy, congratulations, man. You definitely led the Lamborghini field to a top 3 finish.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it.
Yeah, talk about that final lap there. Pretty wild, being 3 wide for, what, a whole entire lap or 2?
Yeah, I think it was like 2 laps. We were 3 wide there. I was just hoping everyone's going to hold it together, and we did. I think we did a great job holding it there, and that high lane was coming up on us fast. I thought we were going to run away from these guys for a while there, but they just slowly kept creeping up on it. So good job for those guys to catch us. But it was a good race. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and you kind of rode around there for a little bit towards the back, and then you slowly just kind of worked your way up there to the front and strategized yourself, put yourself in the right position there. But I know this has got to be pretty exciting for you to get a top 3 out of it.
Yeah, Chris, it is. Yeah, I've kind of learned on these super speedways to lay back to the last, say, 20 laps and then see what your car can do. But try to stay out of the wrecks, that happen early and things.
Well, you did a great job this evening, man. Congratulations putting that 13 up there in the top 3. And shout out to whoever you like to.
I'd just like to thank my wife for putting up with me doing this. Actually, special thanks to her because I got home from work super late, and she had actually logged me in so I could make this race. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad I made it.
I'm glad mine's not the only one that does that. So that's awesome to see. So great job tonight, Andy. And congratulations. You definitely were the best Lamborghini tonight. So congratulations on the top 3. And we'll talk we'll talk tomorrow.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate
Absolutely,
it.
you too. Andy, for those who haven't figured out the joke there, he's the only Lamborghini in the field. Yeah, if I had to explain that to you, that's a whole other issue. Let's go talk to our second place finisher tonight, and that is the young man, Landon Quisenberry, who joins us this evening. Landon, great job here tonight, man. Second place finish for you. You came so close to getting to Joe. What more did you need?
Honestly, I have no idea. I gotta look back at the replay. I mean, honestly, it was just a blessing to even get back up there and race for it anyways. I'm glad everyone that was in that second pack who just stayed with each other and kept focused. I knew they were going to race with about 3 to go anyways, and lap traffic really hurt them, and had a heck of a run. I thought maybe we were just going to, fly by them once we got out to that third lane, but I don't know. All I remember is I got a little bit sideways. I got tagged. I don't know by who or what happened coming out of 4, and then it was just me and Brigani following the 48, and I just didn't have enough run. If it was Talladega, I would have been able to probably win it since that start-finish line would have been further down there. But honestly, can't be disappointed. Speechless, honestly. Adrenaline was already up there. But yeah, I don't really know what I could have done differently. Maybe just if that wreck that had spread everyone out maybe caused a caution, that would have helped out a little bit, but then it would have just caused more mayhem than what there already was at the finish. But yeah, I don't know what more I could have done, but honestly, that's how it is at plate racing. It's all down to luck and skill, and you can use as much skill to get up to the front, and you can use as much luck to get up to the front, but you just have to have both working in sync to get you a win. So, but it feels good to be second and just knocking on the door for a win is pretty awesome.
How much did it hurt losing the partners there in turn 3 and 4 in that wreck at the end of the race?
Oh, it's sad. I mean, all the guys on the Wilder Graphics channel, I mean, Joseph was up there. They were awesome. Just followed the whole race. We kept with it, and I feel bad Cam wasn't a part of it, but I mean, especially just to have me and Cade working together at the end, like, it's crazy. Me and him, no, he's the reason I'm in this league.
Right.
It's honestly so great to be able to work with him. Like, I didn't get to work with him all last season or the season before that because he got deployed on the ship because he's in the Navy. I mean, I've known this guy for 7 years racing, on PlayStation before I even got iRacing. And it's so cool to be able to transfer that over into iRacing and to be able to run with him. So hopefully I can help him and push him up to a second or maybe even a win at Talladega later this season. But it feels so special to work with someone I've known for that long.
Well, that's a really cool deal there. And I'm actually looking over here in chat. Does Joe have a nickname, or is he not in Discord here?
He should have been in Discord. I don't know. He was in Discord last week.
Okay.
He should be in there.
I see this turf guy down here. I want to make sure that wasn't him. But either way, man. Well, we'll give you a chance to do a shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah. Obviously, first you with the broadcast, you do a great job, and can't wait to be able to help out with some of those broadcasts later on in the season and down the road.
Landon, breaking news.
All the league. Yeah, I get a little bit of early start right now, but thanks to the sponsors for the league, all of them. I mean, Butt Kicker, Sweatless, Sim Speed Shop, Proto Sim Tech, Track Time Entertainment. I think I'm forgetting one more. I don't have I usually pull up the list sometimes, but kind of know them off the bat. I mean, this is so awesome, especially how supportive they are, just helping with the league, sending the winners of the championship. I got my Butt Kicker, still haven't gotten set up. I'm kind of lazy on that, but everyone at Wilder Graphics Racing, especially Anthony with Wilder Graphics, helped out with him, and just cool to have his logos on the car, at least the back of it. I know this is an unsponsored car. I didn't quite figure out what I wanted to run this season paint scheme wise, so I just came up with this. And just teammate Cade and my parents, biggest supporters, and especially my stepdad. I mean, it's crazy. I finished as good as I do, run up there in the points like I did last season, literally win the title, and I don't even feel like I'm that good half the time. I always count myself out, so it's always good to have support like that. But yeah, I think I got everyone down. Oh, quick one, JP's Hot Chicken. That was the whole reason I got started in sim racing. They offered me a job over the COVID break, or when COVID first started, and got the funds to be able to go sim racing in the first place, and it's been really awesome to be able to do it now and just be racing now.
I get to officially say this to Landon. Guys, this is the new nickname for Landon. For those who don't know, I just come up with it. The fastest chicken on iRacing.
Hey, maybe. I mean, I eat a ton of chicken. That's honestly the number one thing I probably eat.
There you go. But hey, great job tonight, and Joe's here. So here's a little surprise here. I'm gonna throw you on the spot.
Okay.
Hope you're ready for this. I'm gonna let you interview Joe.
Joe, and you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, my man.
All right, well, this is Landon in the booth. Obviously weird because I finished second place, but obviously pulled off the win here. Just take you through what was going through your mind there the last couple of laps with the second pack catching you and just trying to be able to defend off everybody.
Actually, man, I wasn't even paying attention to the second pack. I was just keeping it on the line and rolling on with it.
I mean, that is pretty good to keep them out of your mind. Obviously, I can't really say you did do anything different. Was that kind of your plan today? What was more of your plan, to go up front and kind of just race and be there at the end, or kind of lay back and conserve and wait till the chaos unfolded?
No, I wanted to get to the front, because normally if you stay up in the front, you're pretty much safe. So my whole goal was to get to the front as fast as I can and try to rat it out. And luckily, it worked out for me.
Awesome. Obviously, you're going to get that winner's DOL next week at Darlington of all tracks for the first stage.
God.
You have a game plan for that thinking about next week, or?
No, well, Darlington, I'm pretty good there too. So I guess we'll take our time and try to work up through the front like we did tonight.
All right, awesome. Anyone you want to thank before we let you go here?
Yeah, I'm new to the league, man. I want to thank the league and everybody that puts it on, man. We put on a pretty good show tonight. I mean, I watched the cars that were around me at my rear view mirror, my side mirror, and kind of mirror drove for a little while too. But I want to thank everybody, so I appreciate it, and hopefully we can do a repeat for Darlington.
That'll be pretty good, man. Hey, the guy's a pro right there. He's a pro, Joe. Let's put it like that, man. Great job, Landon. Great job, Joe. I got to ask real quickly, Dale Jr.'s paint scheme there in Victory Lane got to be pretty nice, too.
Oh, yeah, man. It's I like this one right here, and I'm a Earnhardt fan, too, so we're going to roll with it this year and see what happens.
Hey, attaboy. Well, nice job tonight, man. Landon, great job on the interview part. Joe, great job on the win, and put the kid on the spot, and he knocked it out of the park. So great job to both of you. And, Joe, we'll see you next week, or maybe tomorrow. We'll wherever you want to show up next, we'll see you then.
All right, my man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Brother. You too. And Landon, man, nice job. I threw you on the spot there to see how you would do, and you knocked it out of the park, bud.
Yeah, thank you. I gotta work on my interview skills a little bit. I kind of paused just a tiny bit after that first question, but I think I'll get it down once
that comes with chemistry, and that's something that gets worked on and stuff with time and things. But no, man, hey, great job on your second place finish. Go celebrate, and we'll talk tomorrow night, bud.
Thank you. Awesome. Hopefully I'll be in Victory Lane tomorrow night. We'll see the next chance. That'll be a challenge.
Yeah, that's going to be a challenge in a whole nother way tomorrow night. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But that's Landon Quisenberry, who I put on the spot, did the interview, knocked it out of the park, and did everything he was supposed to do. He had no clue until right then I threw him on the spot, and he did that interview tonight. That was pretty cool. It was just a last-minute idea of like, hey, let's let him do the interview. It's kind of weird, second-place interview and first type of thing. But what a great race it was. All right, big shout-out to the Light Speed Racing League for allowing us to be a part of the series. Of course, third race in here for the Grid Finder Xfinity Series. So, of course, as always, we continue to grow and trying to make the broadcast better and stuff. I know one thing we're working on, I know in the past, the Facebook usually has the broadcast on there and stuff, and we are working on that. So hopefully you guys, we'll get that for you. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But definitely get together with some people and see how we can make that work out for you guys in the near future and stuff. But big shout-out to, of course, Grid Finder and all the great sponsors that are a part of the series. Grid Finder, the main sponsor of the series. Of course, Track Time Entertainment, Sim Speed Shops, the Butt Kicker, and, of course, Wilder Graphics. Big shout-out to all of those guys, of course, to all the drivers, to Anthony Giuliano for allowing me to be a part of the broadcast this season. Of course, Harold for all the help he did to set me up here to make it look like I actually know what I'm doing a little bit. And big shout-out again to the drivers and to the viewers. So tomorrow night we're back here at Daytona for the Wilder Graphics Cup Series. So we'll see you then tomorrow evening at about 8:20 or so is when I'll get the stream kicked off so that we can go racing from the World's Center of Racing. As we always like to say, this isn't just a game, it's iRacing. See you!